Coming up on tonight's broadcast, he's Benny Hill crossed with Houdini. Meet the Garden City's forgotten silver of magic/comedy, the Great Randini. Sex slaves, UFOs and rats that fly F-16s, it's out there TV American style. And tuck in your purple jumper as Queer Eye Carson comes to town in a shocking game of red carpet celebrity bull rush. Earlier this year, we placed an advert in the Christchurch Press, soliciting for people who thought they'd make a good subject for a segment on this show. Among the many replies was one from a man called John Wilson. Deep in the heart of Christchurch lies a suburb that has long been a hotbed of Kiwi talent. Hornby gave us Beck Runga and Anika Moa, and a man called John Wilson, Hornby's own Houdini.
There we go. This is where the blood goes to the head.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Randini. The Great Randini.
The guy down the road, he's Dutch, and he's not a Kiwi, but he lives here, and we're running, are we?
Yeah.
And about a month ago, or 2 months ago, I was down to his place, and he was getting annoyed. He just mowed his grass, you see, and he said to me, "I don't know what I do," he said, "when you're in New Zealand. You cut your grass, and then you look around, and it's growing just like that. What do I do about it?" I said, "I'll tell you what Kiwis do." He said, "What do you Kiwis do?" I said, "You get yourself about 3 or 4 half-gallon jars of beer, and you sprinkle it all over the lawn." And he said, "What will that do?" And I said, "When it comes up, it'll be half cut." My parents always knew I was going to be a ventriloquist. So I used to go around talking to myself. And there was a policeman, he shone his torch on me, he said, "Where are you going and who are you?" I said, "Duncan." He said, "Duncan who?" I said, "Duncan Disorderly." It's 2...
We shall fight them on the land.
Oh, hello, Yogi.
Why, hello, it's Boo Boo Bear. And in the air, and on the sea and on the beaches.
And I picked the cat up to take it down, and they did a whoopsie all over me.
We shall never surrender.
Got that one? A lot of people always ask me during my career, which is the more skillful, the big illusions or the sleight of hand close-up. And I always have to tell them it's the close-up, the sleight of hand. The illusions are very, very
Sorry.
Sorry, coming on my toilet.
Sorry, go again. Named after his childhood hero, Harry Houdini, the Great Randini has spent over 40 years entertaining the people of Christchurch. Magician, ventriloquist, fire eater, stuntman, escapologist and comedian. Back in the day when pubs closed at 6 o'clock and before Sky TV or Halo 2, the Great Randini was in great demand. He entertained at working men's clubs, children's parties, the IHC and rest homes.
Kiwis for years have been sort of do-it-yourself men. Something that
These two guys keep staring at me over here, John.
I remember on one occasion I had Charlie and Harry, and we did a show, and there was a fella down the front, and he was getting rather irate. And I've been doing Irish jokes, you see. And he come up to me and he said, "Here you are." He said, "Well, if you don't stop using those Irish jokes, I'm going to come and give you a hammering." I said, "I didn't know you were really sensitive about the Irish jokes." He said, "I'm bloody talking to you." He said, "I'm talking that little bugger you got on your knee there." Not yet, Charlie, all right?
Charlie, hello there. Who's all these people here?
Well, they've come down from Auckland to see you.
Hello there.
Oh, that's great, that is. I want you to say hello to all those people out there. Hello, sausages. No, not sausages. Say hello nicely. Hello, nicely. Yeah, what? You've got friendly eyes. I've got friendly eyes. Yeah, they keep looking at each other.
His greatest moment came on New Year's Day in 1963, when he broke the world record for escaping from a straitjacket, an event he recreated in 1982, the 50th anniversary of the death of Harry Houdini.
You turned it off.
No, I didn't touch it.
We've got some questions on that. We'll see how he goes. This is where the blood goes. Couldn't think of anything better to say. Look at that. He's slowly getting out. The stopwatch is on. The stopwatch is on. One arm seems to be ready. Two arms are on. I can't believe that. That was fast. He could even break that 14.5 second record. Look at that. Look at it. Putting out amazingly fast. And remember, it was going up.
Randini escaped from the jacket in just 14 and a half seconds. The previous world record was 22.
Were you going to ask me how I was highly motivated? Fear. I don't like heights. When I was a young fella, I fell off a cliff, maybe 10 or 11, and I went down feet first, and I had 17 stitches. The scar's still there, one there and one there. Apart from that, when I was 10, I fell into a septic tank. I couldn't swim, but I went through the motions. What about a big hand for this very brave volunteer?
Boredom was the great inspiration for people like the Great Randini, the lonely hours of childhood, the spark that led to this fire of entertainment. With the overstimulation of today's kids by halo texting and TV, one wonders if we'll ever see another Great Randini.
Oh, John, don't be stupid.
What was light on there?
I'll be mine.
It's actually quite good.
EML would like to thank John and Lynette for their hospitality as well as the superb homebrew and club sandwiches. If you think you might be a living legend, then why not drop us a line or better still a videotape to EML, PO Box 91428, Auckland Mail Centre.
Lordy, that Bridget Saunders is certainly a dish. It makes Sunday morning strangling the trouser trunk all the more pleasurable. Oh, hello, children. I didn't realize you were there. Oh my. Anyway, 3 men walk into a bar. It was a really narrow doorway. I won't tell you the rest because that was the funny part. I gave up smoking 20 times today, and I'm getting pretty good at it too. The first step towards recovery is to never drink between swallows. Some religions believe in a life after death, while less extreme denominations tend to look at it the other way around. What if there wasn't a God? Has anybody ever considered that? The key to racial equality is to treat everyone like your nigger. Stop laughing at me.
Still to come, it's a Queer Eye red carpet celebrity catastrophe, and God help America.